Undone. Yeah. How many of you believe deep within your soul that you are here to make a movement? You have big things for the world, and you are out here to make a difference and to change the world.
Yeah.
I don't think that's loud enough. I want to hear a little more. How many of you are here to make a change in the world? Yeah! And yet, how many of you have this tiny little in the back of your head that goes, but fuck, that's a lot of things to do. I have no idea how I'm going to get that done. Anybody can relate?
Yeah.
That's it? Oh, okay. Well, the rest of you can go. You're good. How many of you want to know how to get the right shit done?
Yeah.
Three years ago, I came into this room as a volunteer for the beautiful and lovely Chantelle Adams. I thought, I'm going to get shit done. I'm going to help all these amazing coaches and authors and speakers, and I'm going to help them go change the world. So I started my business as a virtual assistant in this very room. And I walked out of this room with 5 clients, and I was ready and rocking and rolling, and I knew what I was doing, and I got this. And 6 months later, I found myself broken, drunk, on the bathroom floor. We just talked about being on the bathroom floor a little earlier today with Megan Hale. And in that moment, I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I just knew how horrifically miserable I was. I was burnt out. I was exhausted. I was working 15-hour days, 7 days a week, stuck behind my laptop, doing everybody else's shit. I wasn't building my dream. And in fact, I wasn't building anybody else's dreams either, because the energy I was putting into it was creating more chaos. About how the energy that you put into something is the energy that you get back out of it. So if you are creating something in the world to make your vision come true, to make that movement, to make a difference in the world, and you're doing it in a state of overwhelming chaos, well, guess what's coming back to you? Overwhelm, chaos, stress, no money, worried about money. Why isn't anybody buying my thing? And then you try to do more because you think you're not doing enough, because in order to succeed, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind. Bullshit. And doing the inner work. It's the hardest work I've ever had to do in my entire life. And I'm still doing it. Many of you saw me crying here Monday morning and Monday afternoon and Tuesday morning. Because I know that that inner work is the most important work. And I'm willing to do it. And the fact that all of you are sitting in this room right now tells me that you're willing to do it too. Right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Right.
And when Joy told me, but if you just meditate, you'll get more done, I went, wait, what? I don't understand. Does not compute. But one of the things that became very clear to me is that when your mind is full of all the things, and you've got the social media, and you got to be on 6 different social media platforms, and oh, you need a sales page, and you need to have a website, and you need to go Facebook Live every single day, and oh, don't forget to pick the kids up at school. Oh! Where is there time to meditate? So we have to empty the brain first. I recently realized that I had a client couple weeks ago. Didn't even actually land until today what happened. She is not on any social media platform whatsoever. She has a website and she has an audience. And she just did a 6-figure launch without social media. Online.
Nice.
So you tell me that you need to have Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and I don't even know what they all are. It's bullshit. You need to know who you are. You need to know how you best show up in the world. You need to have that magnet charged, which we've been charging all week. And then you need to know which action to take next. It is not your job to know how to do all the fucking things. If you already knew how to do it all, you'd already have what you want. So what if you just knew the next step? And then the next step? And then the next step? I had 2 clients in this very room launch an offer without a sales page, Chantelle and Jackie. That was a very proud moment for me. And Megan. Nice, she's not a client, but yay, Megan. And we're gonna take a deep breath, because there's a lot of things going through your minds right now. And there's a lot of things you're like, oh, but I need to post on Instagram, and I need to do my Instagram story, and then I need to somehow get that to go to Facebook so that everybody in that audience can see it, and then I need to build a sales page, and I need to figure out the technology behind that. How am I going to do that? Who do I reach out? What do I do next? I don't know how. So I want you to take that piece of paper, and I want you to write down all the things, everything. Get it all out on that piece of paper, all the things that you think you need to do. And just, I call it a brain dump. Just get it all out. Because when you write it down on that piece of paper, you're going to see how big that to-do list is. And then you might panic a little bit, but that's okay, I'm here for you. And even if it doesn't make sense, or even if it has nothing to do with your business, or even if it has something to do with your kids, friends, boyfriends, sister-in-law, write it down. We gotta empty the space. You've got a blank slate because your brain is now empty and on that piece of paper. So what we need to do, because the universe is love is a vacuum, we need to fill that space up with what you want. So go ahead and sit back down. And each and every one of you set an intention at the beginning of this week. You can work with that intention or a new intention, whatever your deepest desire for the world is right now. Bring that intention top of mind as you get comfortable in your chair and close your eyes. Just go ahead and take a couple of deep inhale breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Allow your brain to just slow down a little bit. And on your next inhale breath, bring that air all the way down to that root chakra at the base of your spine. Breathe it in deeply. And invite in a sensation of safety and security into that space as you continue breathing and focusing your awareness on that root chakra. And on your next breath, bring that awareness into that space just below the belly button. That space of playfulness and curiosity and pleasure. Just breathe deeply into that space and allow yourself to get in touch with that inner child a little bit. And on your next breath, bring your awareness into the space in the belly, into that solar plexus where that passion lives, where that dream and that desire for your world generates from. Just focus your awareness in this space for a moment. And as you continue breathing on the next breath, bring your awareness into the heart, where your love for the world expresses itself. And just breathe. And on your next breath, bring that awareness into the throat chakra, where your voice desires to be heard, where that sense of self-expression and moving that vision out into the world lives. And on your next breath, bring that air into the space behind the forehead, knowing that you can trust yourself and your intuition completely and implicitly. Knowing that the decisions that you make from this space are perfect for you and you alone. And on your next breath, bring that awareness to the top of your head, the space above your head. And as you bring your awareness to the space where your connection with Source lives, I want you to bring that intention to mind. And imagine a swirling ball of energy above the top of your head that contains all of the emotion and thoughts and desire of that intention. Just allow that to spin above your head. And as that is swirling above your head, I want you to say either out loud or to yourself, I release the how. I am open, and I am curious to what's possible. Let's say that one more time. I release the how. And I am open. And I am curious to what's possible. And now, bring that swirling energy down through the top of your head, down behind the eyes. Allow it to permeate the cells of your being as it floats down through the throat, down the chest, and into the heart space. And allow it to swirl in that heart space, expanding and growing, feeling the desire and the emotion of what it is that you wish to create in the world. And take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And ask yourself this question. What do I do next? And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and write down that thing. this world, it is really easy to get caught up in what everybody else is doing. Comparisonitis is a thing. And we can be inundated with all this external stimuli of, I need to have that Instagram set up perfectly, and I need to be doing this course and that course and this course. And what each and every one of you that shared realized was it has nothing to do with anything that's online. I just need to be quiet. I just need to do nothing. I need to play when it's time to play. Pause when it's time to pause. And that right there is how you get the most shit done. Because 3 years ago, I told Chantelle that I was going to be on her stage, and look at where I'm at.
Woo!
It's got nothing to do with a sales page, because I didn't sell Chantelle on me being here. It's got nothing to do with me doing all the things for her, because most of the things that she wanted to do, I said no. It's not about getting all of the shit done. It's about getting the right shit done. But it's also not something that happens overnight. Because you guys are all going to go home and you're all going to be excited. You're going to have your journals and you're going to be like, oh, I'm so inspired, I'm so excited. And then the journal is going to go on the shelf and it's going to collect dust because your day-to-day life is going to return and I don't have time for my big dream. But what if you could do a 7-minute meditation every day for the next 64 days? What would that unfold? Provided you with that meditation that I just did and a tracker so that you can give yourself a little gold star every time you meditate.
Yeah, woo!